I woke up Saturday morning to the news that Smugmug, a privately owned photo sharing app, bought Flickr, a Web 2.0 era darling, from Yahoo.
What?
Who?
Now this was a move that I did not see coming at all, but looking at the deal in retrospect makes absolutely perfect sense.
What are you even talking about?
You see, I knew Don MacAskill, CEO of Smugmug, an all-around good guy back in the day of Flickr's glory. Even as the competitor at the time, he was a big supporter of Flickr in the community. And I can't think of a better person to make Flickr great again.
Ugh.
Web 2.0 may be a laughable term now, but it was part of a very hopeful, dare I say, idyllic era in which many of us saw the web, and particularly the social web, as a way to find our tribe. And even though that is still sort of part of the fabric of the social web we experience today, that aim to create spaces where people can connect with others who share their passions has been all but stifled in the era of influencers and programmatic and everything else that's turned social into more of an attention engine than a platform to connect.
I'm listening.
My name is Tara, and this is Truly Social. I love Instagram. Well, I love it mostly because, well, it makes me look significantly better, hotter, more successful, and even more cultured than I really am. And lots of people love Instagram for the same thing.
That doesn't sound like me.
Not you? You think you love Instagram because you're sharing precious moments or peering into others' lives to see theirs? No wonder apps like Instagram are being cited as raising our collective anxiety and depression levels. We all know that what's shared on Instagram and other social platforms nowadays are the highlights, the good times, not the behind the scenes, aka real life. The selfies taken after getting all dolled up, the celebratory dinner after getting that raise, the view and tickets from those great seats you got at that theater production. What you won't see, or what you rarely see, are the lowlights. The selfies from the bad hair day, the craft dinner with hot dogs meal because you ran out of money a week before payday, the photo of you sitting on your sofa on a Friday night watching terrible rom-coms again.
In real life, the robot wins.
That's the real human, mundane, everyday life stuff that we all share in common, but people are sharing less and less of online now. If these photos are shared, it's to make a point or a joke. No makeup selfie, anyone?
No idea that's what you look like with no makeup.
Even worse, you've gotten to the point that if we see a friend sharing content about a bad day, a bad mood, or a bad break, we recoil from it. We make a big deal out of it. We try to fix it. If we see people posting too many mundane bad photos, we unfollow them. We're using our likes as a way to shame people into editing their lives. We've become intolerant to imperfection, which ultimately isolates each and every one of us. It does the opposite of connecting.
I'm so alone.
Back in the day of Flickr glory, and really the beginnings of Smugmug too, people shared everything, the celebratory and the suck. The story was more complete. We would take 50 photos at an event and upload 40 of them, only leaving out the truly embarrassing or terribly lit. Flickr wasn't a competition, it was a community. Now, there were certain people, mostly photographers building their portfolios and skills, who would post one good photo per day only. But mostly people would upload everything they took and organize the photos into albums, tagging people in places and moments with care. We posted and shared and connected. I don't even recall caring about followers or likes.
How many Twitter followers do I have?
So why on earth would we do that? For several reasons. Number one, as I've already mentioned, to connect. I got to meet people from around the world who shared my passions. I felt like I knew people before I got to even meet them. Number two, to help. My Flickr photos show up in Google searches for different experiences I've had. And by marking my photos as Creative Commons share-alike, I offered a repository of images that people could use for anything. I found my photos on articles, blog posts, and even album covers from around the world. I also wanted to help people feel like they weren't alone. On those bad days when I struggled with self-doubt or the fallout from bad decisions, I posted that too.
Everything in my life is a hot mess right now.
Now I have over 50 15,000 photos on my phone and only maybe a couple of 100 on Instagram, all carefully curated and edited. Just as a comparison, I have over 15,000 photos on Flickr, and most of them were put on there pre-smartphone domination. How many photos do you take that aren't shared? People who post online have learned to refrain from posting their worst. But here's the rub. Whether posted or not, we all have bad days, good days, mundane days, bizarre days, fabulous days, terrible days, heartbreaking days, you name it.
Wow, life unfolds so unpredictably.
I really hope that the Smugmug acquisition means that community, with the good, bad, and ugly of it, gets a revival, and people, regular people who don't give a rat's about becoming an influencer, but who may just want to connect with others and share moments, well, they get a photo sharing app. Personally, I'd pay to make sure Don and his family don't have to cater to the Instagram models and celebrities and wannabe influencers who have shaped the direction of so many other platforms.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm finally catching up with the Kardashians.
We may have gone past the point where we can look at the social web as some sort of utopic place where humans can totally be humans, warts and all, but perhaps we can build a place where we can stop feeling like everything needs to be perfect and edited.
Not perfect, but who are we kidding? Neither are you.
My name is Tara, and this has been Truly Social.